Okay, here we are at the final stretch and last Thursday of the month. So, what thing from my childhood can I dig up to end this portion? How about I try something a little new for me, with my favorite pastime of my childhood, video games. And I think I'll go with one from my favorite genre. Leisure Suit Larry is an adult-themed point-and-click adventure game created in 1987 by Sierra Online, the makers of King's Quest, Space Quest, Quest, the Quest for Questing Quest of the Quest. I think you get the picture. But at the time, Sierra were the true kings of the adventure game genre. Probably because they practically invented it, with most of the games delving into realms of fantasy and sci-fi, until Al Lowe came along and created Sierra's own walking, talking restraining order. Leisure Suit Larry follows the game's main character, Larry Laffer, through a long series of quirky misadventures on his perpetual quest to please not only his heart, but more importantly his groin. We start the series with Leisure Suit Larry in the land of the lounge lizards, with the soon-to-be 40 Larry taking a trip to Lost Wages to lose his virginity before the stroke of midnight, which in the older version had a very different ending. I'm mainly focusing on the VGA remake made in 1991 though, which polished up the graphics and removed a few of the more distasteful scenes at the time. Starting outside of Lefty's bar, you go in, buy a drink, and offer it to a hallway drunk who gives you a remote. After that, grabbing a rose off the table. Which brings us to rule number 1 of Sierra games. Pick up anything not nailed down. Now, entering the bathroom, you drown in shit water. Rule number 2, save often. Of course, not before grabbing a ring from a sink and not forgetting to read the wall writing and having to backtrack for 20 minutes for a secret password. No, don't be silly, who would do that? Having what you need for now, you call a cab and head off to a realistic interpretation of a 7-Eleven, where you buy a box of wine for a fucking $1. Holy shit! And some rubbers. Hey, don't forget to actually pay Apu, by the way, he'll blow your head off faster than Doc Holliday. Heading out, you give a bum the box of wine in exchange for a knife.
I need money to catch the bus, but all I gotta sell is this knife.
Returning back to Lefty's bar, you use the password at this suspicious door, and using the remote to distract the pimp, you go upstairs and finally punch your V-card. Be sure to use a rubber though, or your dick will explode. Remember to wrap it up, kids. After satisfying his loins, Larry realizes he would rather satisfy his heart, which Chardonnay will not do, so you just steal her chocolates and leave. At this point, you will begin to realize that you will need more money to continue on, so you head to the casino and risk everything through luck and skill at blackjack. Or just save spam your way to riches. And while you explore the casino, you find a membership card to the local disco club. Alright, heading on over to the Disco Fox. Good name, by the way. You find an attractive young woman who you immediately click with, through your golden personality, and of course by showering her with gifts and money. She is so attracted to your affluence and obvious amazing dance skills that she decides to marry you on the spot. And off to the honeymoon suite you go, where things immediately get kinky, though she ends up leaving halfway through with all your money. Oh man, how could we have seen that coming? After cutting yourself free with that knife, or just losing the game because you didn't have what you needed, Larry pulls out a hidden $10 bill from his socks and once again you save spam your way back to a millionaire. After which, for some reason you return to Lefty's bar to climb out a window and using the ribbon along with the hammer you found in the dumpster below, obviously, you break the window and steal some pills. The next part is despised by many people as you nefariously drug a doorwoman by just handing her the pill bottle that she recognizes and takes of her own volition. You monster! After which, you get up into the penthouse and find a mysterious woman named Eve. With a few hints, you know to give her an apple you bought from a penniless man outside. And with that, Larry has found his soulmate! The end. Question mark? While it may be quite dated, Leisure Suit Larry has made a legacy for itself, spanning over 10 games with multiple remakes and even a new title on the way, as well as just being one of Sierra's few surviving brands to this day. Larry himself is a dated relic in the middle of another dated relic, The setting of Lost Wages and its art style having that familiar skewed 90s design, and the humor being stuck in an entirely different state of mind. It is, however, still fun to watch Larry himself through his long adventure series, which seems to paint him as both the luckiest and unluckiest man in existence. Sierra's humorous slapstick writing and deaths are a staple of its brand, and even though it's dated, it's an incredibly charming look back in time due to its art style and references that firmly anchor it to its era. Some may feel that Larry may be kind of washed up at this point though. While he may have always gotten the short end of the stick with the ladies, his brand of sexual and at times outright sexist humor may not fit well in today's SJW politics and Me Too social climate. Which is exactly why we need more of him. Alright, everyone. Day 27. My god, we only got 3 more after this. Damn, this has been a long slog of a month. I think it's grinding me down just because of doing all this. This was like the longest script easily for this entire month. Unless Sundays turns out longer. I'm pretty sure it will remain the longest one. I'm hoping to get this editing done real quick today. I've already marked all the stuff. My schedule just keeps pushing itself back too. It's just getting really ridiculous. Hold on, I'm gonna open this door, get some air. Yeah, but just overall, I'm trying my best to kind of keep up with this. We'll see how that goes. Sunday will probably still be a very easy thing. I might do some drawings for that today or tomorrow. Just some doodles just to fill in the space, but I'm planning on just doing some like voice acting stuff for that with one of these scripts. And Sunday, Sunday will be a bigger one that will greet us into October. And if I can do something more interesting with that, I'm gonna try to make it like kind of a thing to tie into the next Snidescribe review too. Not to spoil too much, but I want to do something like that, but it will need... I'd have to probably really cut down on the quality of that, probably make things a little scratchy and crazy. As for Friday, tomorrow, because tomorrow is Anime Day, and I think I will really get to the roots of anime. They're giant technological roots. So, hopefully you guys will enjoy that one. Till next time, beasts and vermin, you take care. Bye. What was with that little rat bye? It's like a fucking bat bye. Bip. Quee bye. What am I doing now? Okay, whatever, later.